Hi everybody, just thought I'd give you a little update. I didn't check in over the last couple of days, just because I've been trying to get used to this temporary denture. So far it's not so bad. I did have an adjustment done to the denture, so I had to have one side altered because I wasn't biting evenly on either side, so every time I was biting down it was dislodging on the other side. But saying that, I wasn't wearing any Fixodent or denture cream at the time, so I've started using denture cream. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that. So really good. It does hold your dentures really securely. Excuse me, the light's flashing on and on because I've got my television on in the background. It does hold your denture really well. It hasn't dislodged when I've tried to eat, and it has really helped with chewing. Although there are certain things that I just cannot chew, and I have tried things like bread. I don't ask me why. Bread is soft, but I just cannot chew it. I've almost choked twice trying to eat bread, so I've kind of given up on that one at the moment. But more solid things like chicken, I'm doing pretty well with those. But obviously the chewing is different because you're not grinding, you're pretty much just going up and down. So you don't quite chew as well as you would with your own teeth. So that's been a struggle. It's almost put me off eating, to be honest, and I've tended to go for soft foods quite a lot this week. So the denture cream, getting back to denture cream, that's been a bit of a journey with denture cream. So I applied it to my dentures, just 3 small dots, one on either side of the denture, one at the front of the denture. Excuse me. Put it in, applied some nice firm pressure on either side. Really held well, felt really quite tight and secure. When it came to the evening time, where I'd had enough, to be honest, of wearing my denture that day. My jaw was a bit achy. Talking can be a bit uncomfortable after a while. And so I took my denture out. So to get your denture out with fixing cream in place, you kind of have to rock it from side to side to loosen it off. And that was okay. Took it out. But the Fixodent, which I've been using, obviously other brands are available, but I went for what is widely advertised, I suppose. The Fixodent is like sticky chewing gum, only it's a worse consistency than chewing gum. And I could not get it out of my mouth. So wherever I'd put the dots on my denture, the fixing cream was welded to my gums. So I tried a soft toothbrush with warm water. I tried a saltwater wash. I ended up getting kitchen towel and actually scratching it off the roof of my mouth. So that was fine at the back, but at the front, obviously, I'm still quite raw because I'm still healing from having my 5 extractions done. And I literally had to peel it off my front extraction site, which was quite uncomfortable. But I've tried to persevere with it. So I have been using it every day, just because it does make it feel more secure. I don't feel like my denture's going to fall out. I feel like I could eat in public, and although it's still a bit of an art form, eating, you feel like you can manage it. So fixed dent cream is great for that, but actually getting it out, if anyone has any tips on removing fixed dent cream from your gums, because there is no worse sensation. It almost made me gag trying to get it off my gums, and it was pulling out like string. Yeah, not nice at all. So I thought I would try something else, which I'm probably going to try tomorrow. Excuse me. I bought some cushion grip. I saw that on another YouTube video. Somebody swore by a cushion grip, so it kind of puts a coating over the whole of the denture at the back, on the underside, and holds your dentures quite firmly. So I quickly got onto Amazon and I ordered some. So that's arrived today. So I'm probably going to try that tomorrow. Although it's not a fixing cream, it's not something that's going to hold the denture secure. It kind of just makes the denture suction a bit better, apparently. So I'll give that a go tomorrow, and I'll let you know how that turned out. I don't really want to give up on fixing cream, because actually, as my gums change over the next few months, as this is a temporary denture, I don't want my denture getting loose and falling out or tipping in one side of my mouth, because that's so frustrating when that happens. And I mean, I'm literally 1 week tomorrow with my new denture. So yeah, so fixing cream, bizarre stuff. The other thing is talking. So I am talking pretty well, but there are certain words, there are certain sounds that I'm really struggling with. So S's is one, F's is another, because I whistle. W's when I whistle. I kind of catch the front plastic roof of your mouth. And that contour, even though that contour is meant to be the same really as your hard palate, it is like having a chunk of plastic in your mouth. And the teeth at the back they look like normal teeth, but the underside of the teeth aren't as long as what your natural teeth would have been. And I think that really makes a difference to how you speak. So my tongue is still overlapping those back teeth, but I don't know whether there's anything that can be done about that really now. I think it's just a case of getting used to it. So I'm also, I've now stopped wearing my denture at night, and I've managed that okay. I tend to sleep with my tongue pushed up against my lip, just to stop my bottom teeth from gnashing against my my removal, my sites, extraction sites. So again, that's a bit of an art form, but I've managed it okay. The other thing I've noticed a week in, my lips get really, really dry. And I don't know whether that's because I'm keeping my mouth open more. I'm not sure. But it all sounds very negative, but actually it's not been negative. And I do feel when my teeth go in, I feel more human. First thing in the morning, I still don't like looking at myself without teeth. It's not nice, but I do like my first cup of coffee in the morning without my teeth in. But the minute your teeth are out, my top lip kind of sinks, and you kind of start talking like that. So yeah, there's an awful lot to to get used to with a denture. Do I regret having it done? Not sure about that. It needed to be done. Maybe one day in the future I might consider the all-on-4 dentures if I can have them. Whether they do those with the zygomatic implant, because I can't have standard implants. But obviously technologies are changing all the time, aren't they? And you know, in 5 years' time it may be very different. It may be very different when I get my permanent denture. And I've already started doing a little bit of research about permanent dentures, because there's a lot of things out there at the moment around digital dentures and 3D scanning of your mouth to get a perfect shape for your denture. So I'm quite interested to explore that, but I won't be able to do anything about that until about August time, so I'll be 6 months post extractions in 6 months in August. So yeah, so I'm going to start doing a bit of research around that. I think it's relatively a new thing, so I don't know about in the States, but over here in England it certainly is quite a new thing. Because I'm not convinced just the general impressions of making your temporary denture is 100% either, because one of the sides of my dentures was too low, and you know, I'd had the bite impressions, I'd had the wax impressions, I'd had all of that done, and yet they still didn't fit properly when I got them. So I suppose it's a bit of an art form, isn't it, making a denture? So yeah, so fix the dent cream. Any answers, would really appreciate that. Because I do kind of dread now taking my dentures out in the evening, because I have to go through that 20-minute routine of trying to scrape off denture cream off the roof of my mouth, which is not nice at all. So that's the only thing that I'm finding annoying, really, and the speech. Obviously I'd like my speech to get back to normal. I do feel like I've got a lump of plastic in my mouth. Yeah, so that's me 1 week in. I will get back and let you know how things go, and give you a little update later on in the week. So thanks for watching, and see you all again soon.